Yeah, this is you, dog. What are you waiting on? What are you going to end up with, a white chick with a skadoodle dog? One of those ugly fucking dogs?
Skadoodle dog?
That's the ugliest dog ever fucking made. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
I hate those dogs with all my heart. Yesterday, I'm at a kids' football game. I got two dads sitting next to me trying to watch the game, and two other dads and their wives trying to watch the cheerleader daughters. And this fucking lady, with a skadoodle dog with mushy hair, didn't even wash her ass before she left, with a Starbucks coffee, talking to 8 other idiots with Starbucks coffee. And we can't watch the fucking game with a fucking skadoodle dog,
What's a what you've said that like 8 times? What's a skadoodle dog?
I don't know. Dogs that have little afros like a big French poodle. They're the faggiest dog I've ever seen in my life. I love dogs, but that dog bothers me because I know it's the official dog of the Gentile. And they parade around there. It's the official dog of the Gentile. God forbid you ain't got one of those in a fucking an Elon Musk car, whatever the fuck, Tesla.
A Tesla? You wouldn't get a Tesla?
Listen, not in a million fucking years. Those people can't drive. The battery's $30,000. Where's the bargain? It's a fucking, it's a followers, it's a sheep fucking world. Bah! Yep. Let me get a Tesla so my friends accept me. I already got the tattoo on my calf. I got the Tesla. I got the fucking lesbian hairdo with the fucking, When does it end, Lee? When can?
But it drives for you.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's what I'm going to trust. On the 101, headed to San Diego when I got a gig, the fucking Tesla. With my luck, the battery will run out and shit. Leave me alone, all right? Where's the arrow? Pump the gas. Let's get this party started, all right? It's Tuesday, the 24th of September. The check-in is brought to you by Blue Chew. Folks, Blue Chew is here to change the game on ED meds. They're not just for good great-grandpas, and you don't have to buy them at a creepy gas station. Blue Chew is an online service that sends ED meds straight to your door. They deliver the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, but at a fraction of the cost. And guess what? It's chewable. It's tremendous. They send you individual packages. You put one in your wallet, and when you bump into a victim, she's in, you're in, ba-boom. You drop that thing, and within minutes, you're back at your house making love, jumping up and down, talking about Romeo and Juliet. And listen, signing up is simple. Head to BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and you'll be approved, and you'll get your prescription in days. And guess what? Nobody knows nothing. If you live with your grandmother, don't worry about nothing. It comes in a nice package. She won't get her hands on it unless she's a little nosy little grandmother. You never know. She might be hanging off the fucking windows when you get home. Anyway, Blue Chew wants you to have confidence before you get down to the ground. They want you to have confidence so you perform at your best. So do yourself a favor. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Again, that's BlueChew.com. Code Diaz, D-I-A-Z, to receive your first month free. And let me tell you something. We got a special deal for you from the check-in listeners. You try Blue Chew for free with promo code Joey at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. Let Blue Chew take care of the rest. Within a week or so, you'll be jumping up and down. You'll have a smile on your face. You'll be whistling. Anyway, listen, visit BlueChew.com for more details on the safety information. And I want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show. Now, without further ado, let's get this party started. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning.
Turn off your TVs, run for your lives. It's over. They didn't put you on this planet just to give up. If Uncle Joey can do it, I can rule the world. That's what you got to be thinking.
Welcome back to church!
What up, Mook?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to see you.
Good to see you last Wednesday night at the dojo. It was a great show. We had great sets. Great to be back on stage. I've been fired up since that night.
Really?
My blood pressure's been running a little high this week. I've had to curse a couple motherfuckers and
that explains it.
Remind people. Yeah, stand-up gets me fired up. So
I love it. What was it about that one that was different than like the other sets?
I hadn't been on stage in a month. And the time before that, I hadn't been on stage since June. So, 2 minutes at the Garden ain't shit.
Right.
And then why that set was special to me, first of all, I did 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I was very relaxed. And I talked about stuff I didn't want to talk about. Like, I spoke about stuff I wanted to talk about, stuff that suited me. It took me a couple of years I didn't want to go up there with the same shit, just rewriting my jokes. I didn't want to do that. The audience is too smart today. There's too much comedy and there's too much entertainment to go out there with a B game. Too much. And that's how I look at it. There's too much great comics right now that you're going to go out with a fucking B game. And then with the internet, you get ridiculed.
Yeah.
So there go your ticket sales. So if you're going out there, you got to go out there with 3 guns.
And like, you felt, because,
I felt like I got somewhere for the first time in 4 years.
wow.
That's what I'm trying to say. I felt like comedically, I got on stage. I went through a tough time, and just like cocaine blocks your heart
Right.
from saying what you want, I think the drug use in LA blocked my heart along with the fucking Xanax. It just blocked it for a while. I was not quick on stage. It took me a while, man. And this break from it just helped, But you did great.
Thank you, buddy.
I watched your last 6 minutes and I was blown the fuck away on the improvement and how I hate when people give up on shit. Because I did it for years, and I want to kill myself now. I want to kill myself because of seriously, like I'm telling you from the heart, I want to cry sometimes because, we quit.
Right.
We quit, we make excuses, and I did it for years. And thank God I stuck to this like a soldier, and I respected it, and here we are today.
Well, it's so crazy. Like, you've talked about home clubs, and I've only been here a week, so I don't have a home club yet, but there's something when it's a show that people know that you're going to be at the dojo. I've had like 2 or 3 shows there where like I go up with like, I don't know, 5. If I'm doing 10 minutes, I probably had 4 or 5 that was just new for that night. Like I just sort of riff. I'm not really a riff person, but it was just like the energy in there is just so fun. And I feel like I think what you said earlier, like comfortable.
Listen, the best productivity, the best material, the best performance we do as hard is when we're so relaxed.
Yeah.
That's the best performance we're going to do. That's why before you got on stage, I made you get high that night.
Yes, you did.
Like there's no way, you want to do good on stage, you got to go up there relaxed. I don't think alcohol and drugs is the answer. I bust people's balls about it, but you got to go up there relaxed. If it means walking around the corner, and this is the way you got to go up, whether you're at the comedy dungeon or in front of Mitzi Shore, if she makes a comeback and comes up from the grave. That's how you have to look at it sometimes. So it's very interesting. What do you think about New York after your first week?
I'm sort of I'll just start off with the positive. I couldn't love it anymore. I've always wanted to live here. I'm so happy to be here. I've had a mix of good and bad sets, but like I love like doing a 9:00 open mic on a Saturday. That was one of the best sets I had all week, and it was an opportunity that wasn't there anywhere else. And then I've done some great shows, and that was fun. I not a negative, but I feel a little bit the way it sounds like you felt when you first got to Jersey. I'm just because the last couple months have been such a whirlwind of like getting ready, working, doing everything, finding all the and like now I'm like here, and there's a lot of pressure, and B, like I'm alone. I have people around me, but I'm also alone for the first time in 4 years.
Which is fucking great, Lee.
It's awesome.
It's great. That's something that is great. I always talk about people judging us by what we said 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Well, I'm sure if you look up an old church, prior to 2017, before that, I would have told you were crazy and I was never going to go back, that it was a fucking crazy city. And I came back for 2 weeks and I was like, what the fuck am I doing in California? What the fuck am I wasting my goddamn time for?
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And now you come here, and I'm sure 14 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, I tortured you. New York City, I know for a fact. And now I got to eat my words, but hey, at least I'm honest enough to fucking say that. And here we both are in the metropolitan area. Both of us are loving it, I mean, yesterday I had a fucking fantastic day.
Oh, yeah?
It wasn't about me. I went to my friend's seminar, a weight loss seminar. He's fucking great, this guy.
Nice.
It was a different level of seminar. This is about fat loss, from how it starts from your cells and how you have to get sun to lose weight. I mean, this was heavy fucking duty. I had to leave because my aunt called from Cuba because Ari's going up there with Rob Kelly.
Oh, shit.
My aunt hook him up when he gets off the fucking flight, dancing girls, the whole fucking thing. Santeria chickens. So she called me and I had to step outside. And then I had to go to a jiu-jitsu tournament. My friend's daughter, who's also my friend, I like her family, invited us the night before. I thought it was next Sunday. So I went to that, and that was fucking great. I saw all the kids from my class. I saw the professors. I saw Jason from Revel. I saw and he blew me away. I love that guy's videos. I saw Bernardo from our school. I saw Vagabundo from Long Branch, Gracie Long Branch. I mean, it was just great to see those guys. I hadn't seen a handful of those guys in a while. And then I went to see my buddy Joey's game.
Okay.
And little Joey. Came home. I did a few bong hits. When I left, it got really hot. And I'm like, fuck, I got to go to this game now at 3:00. And I get there, and I'm having a great time with, the game starting. The cheerleaders are right in front of us. These 7-year-old cheerleaders doing somersaults and shit. It's out of this world, but fuck it. A lady with one of those fucking dogs,
Skadoodle,
whatever the fuck they're called, is standing there, talking her little fucking Gentile friends about nothing, about how stressful life is or whatever the fuck they talk about. And, I'm sitting there watching the game. I wasn't mad about me. I don't give a fuck. I'm high anyway. I'm just there for the vitamin D. It's the two fucking parents with their moms, with their wives. They're like, we can't even see because these lady won't move. I mean, and I just thought about LA, how people act like I'm so special. I'm going to stand right here and just talk because they want to hear. Nobody wanted to hear her. Nobody wanted to hear this old ratty fucking dirty bitch with Birkenstocks on and God knows what else.
I hate that. Like when they make a parking space that's not a parking space, that drives me nuts.
Remember we used to go to Marie T. There'd always be a Discovery parked sideways because she was too much in a rush to park the fucking car. So there's 4 parkings. Now the 2 people she's blocking have to leave, but she's in there because, hold on 1 second. I have to get my yoga latte, double fucking breast milk, whatever the fuck they put in there. Look, I saw that once a week at that place, and it used to drive me crazy because these women didn't even have a job. These women that had to leave, the people who had to leave, they had jobs. These women come in like, you haven't seen your husband in weeks. He's banging a 22-year-old receptionist at Weinstein's house. Now, you think he's at a business meeting. He's just giving you paper to shut you up, you dirty wench, so you could go around I'm going to have a fundraiser at my house. You haven't made $1 in years.
Oh, yeah, you spend more than you make.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, fundraiser, these dirty bitches. Because I believe in, eyeball fibrosis. Listen, give me a fucking breather, all right? Give me a fucking breather. Enough. I can't take the fake shit.
She was blocking everybody.
Yeah, like she owned the stadium, And I told the guy, tell this fucking hag to move that dog, that ugly fucking dog before I sell them to Freddie down there at King's Chinese place and go down there next week and get those ribs. Those skadoodles make some good ribs though, and a good kung pao chicken.
I was gonna say those ribs are so good. Even if it was skadoodle, I'd probably still get them.
I'm telling you, even if I knew it was a dog, I'd still eat them. Those ribs are that good. You know what I'm saying? Every time I eat Chinese food, I leave there like, fuck, I just ate somebody's cat. And you feel bad for like 10 seconds. Then you're like, but that egg roll was good. You look at those egg rolls, it's not a good thing. And that dumpling, that's everything bad that the animal has.
You break my heart every time you say that. And I went to like a fast Chinese place last night, and I shit almost immediately.
Yeah, because this is why you're retarded too. Because you know those things.
Where am I supposed to get Chinese?
At a nice Chinese restaurant. There's got to be a Szechuan joint somewhere in the Upper West Side or the East Side. What the fuck? You're gonna go into some place, the guy's missing an eye, he lost it in a fucking card game in Thailand, and here you are ordering fucking food from him. And what do you expect to get? What do you expect? Even if you eat vegetables there, they coat the vegetables in cat blood and God knows what else to sweeten it up.
I do, but I love what I love about it because like that fake stuff. I walk into the Chinese place. It's my first time there, and there's a woman yelling at the cashier, like on the phone. You said it was going to be $10.50, and then it's $12. And the lady, the cashier's going, I never say what the price is. I never say what, and like they were just going at it. And then I love that about New York. Like I haven't seen anything like this.
Oh yeah, you see drama every 2 days in New York, especially now, today's world. There's got to be drama on the streets at night. Some homeless guy kicking a fucking, got to be something. You're walking through that. I love it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just telling you, you better get a little helmet. I think you should get a little helmet. I was talking.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna be the guy walking around the city with a helmet on.
That's okay. They'll leave you alone.
I don't want that.
Leave the little retarded boy alone. He's okay. He ain't got to bother nobody. And they come up, do you have any money? Oh, yeah, all right.
I don't think I don't need to add something to get canceled about. Can you imagine that? That might work though, walking around with a helmet on.
I'm telling you. Listen, I was in Harlem when I was like 13. I went to a Rucker basketball game. I'll never forget this. Me, a high school teacher, a Cuban kid, another white kid. We were the only whites there.
Right.
I was petrified. I thought I was going to get killed. But Juan Rodriguez, God rest his soul, had a karate jacket on, like a gi top.
Right.
And the whole night, I'm like, somebody's going to mess with us because this idiot's got a karate top on. Who would wear this out?
He was just wearing just a karate top as like a shirt?
Yeah, like on the way out, he pulled the fucking karate top on. Like, I need this in my life. And all of a sudden, as we're walking out, I'm like, I don't even want to walk next to you with that jacket on. He looked at me and goes, you don't see nobody fucking with me, do you? So,
Perfect.
Sometimes they just leave you alone.
But why can't I wear a karate jacket? That might be more effective than the helmet.
You don't want to wear a karate jacket in New York, okay? Just walk around, walk on main streets. Don't walk down dark alleys. Don't go into shitty Chinese joints.
That's going to be hard. I have to find somewhere to get Chinese. I haven't had pizza yet.
Well, you're surrounded by pizza, but if I know you, you'll walk into that one that's not even cheese. It's like buy the leftover pizza from Domino's and they re-dope it up and sell it to moops like you at 1 a.m.
No,
they wait for Domino's to close at midnight and they go, give me everything you got. They dope it up. They put like a little couple pieces of real pepperoni. They buy some stuff out of the Chinese dumpling box. And it's sausage. It's some fucking kid's parakeet.
Oh no! But do you I haven't gone to like one of those dollar slices. Do you ever do that?
A what?
Because they have like dollar slices, and it's like supposed to be terrible.
I heard it's not fucking bad. I heard from a lot of people that they're happy with dollar slice. If you're gonna get into that world of, I'm gonna go up to the village and dollar, and you got to find Sophie's Cuban Kitchen.
Okay.
That's when your world will fucking change. Fried bananas, Maduros. There's 2 specials of the day, white rice. They either have the black beans and rice already mixed, and then you get a fucking, wait till you see that place. You're gonna be eating Cuban food with salsa shoes on every goddamn day.
I can't. That's one I definitely want to do.
What's that?
in Sophie's Cuban Kitchen, but I was actually on. Well, this girl ended up being like a scam. But I was talking to a girl on a dating app, and she lives over by La Caridad. So like I was talking to her about going there, like that. That's when I want to go to again.
Nah, just go to this place.
Okay, I'll go to both.
It's a good chicken breast.
Okay.
This chicken breast with white rice and black beans or red beans is 6 points because the chicken breast is free.
Right.
There's all protein. So the rice and beans are going to be 6 points. You eat 2 fried bananas, throw 5 more points on that. You know what I'm saying?
Is that how much they are?
Yeah, with tostones on the Weight Watcher app, I think it's like 3 for $7. But you don't know what you're eating because they could be little midget tostones.
Yeah.
You show up with midget tostones. I'd rather have the longer ones that are flatter and crunchier. You put extra salt on that motherfucker, forget about it.
I haven't tried the crunchy ones yet.
You could push the fucking rice and Chinese food onto your fork or the black beans and rice.
Yeah. I do think I haven't weighed myself. I just got to scale.
Oh, you look good the other night. You look good. Very sleek, very aerodynamic. Those 4 flights of stairs 10 times a day, they're going to whip you into shape. Today he's
I
like,
don't think I've ever been aerodynamic. But
15,000 steps a day now. Good for you.
yeah, it's a lot.
You're back on it, dog.
But
that's 75,000 steps a fucking week.
That's why I like New York, though. And like
every 2 weeks, that's 300,000 a month. That's 3.6 million fucking steps a year. What are you going to look
math?
Now, with all the work you're putting in, you still want to go get a $1 Chinese slice?
No, Chinese slice. That sounds. But no. I'm not going to. I've actually been pretty good. I had a couple of like, we didn't even talk about. I got lost on the train after we did the podcast last week.
Sure, you did. I know you did.
Oh, because sometimes they don't put
you were going to Brooklyn and they had an open mic and you got there.
Queens, yeah.
The open mic was next week. Yeah, you're a fucking beauty too. Oh. Now you're up in Queens. The Mets ain't playing, and you're walking around like Johnny Zip. You know what I'm saying?
Got so mad at me because I got shawarma.
Oh yeah, then you get shawarma to add fucking because that's Shawarmaville up in Queens, right?
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was
when I shot the Soprano movie, we were up in fucking Queens, and every night that's all there was to eat. Either shawarma or you had to smoke a fucking hookah.
Yeah, but shawarma's, although I do feel like because they were from Syria, like I noticed on the wall.
Okay.
But so I don't think they like. I think they either thought I was like special needs because I was so high, or they could tell I was Jewish because like they were not thrilled that I was there.
Listen, look at that. That's a bit. When I get high, people think I'm special needs.
I did that. Yeah, I did that at the dojo.
Very good. See, you're learning. You got to take material from your own fucking life, cocksucker.
Oh my god! But the train. That's one thing that like I'm trying to get better at, because that thing is fucking crazy. I took the bus. for the first time. I heard it's great, and it was great. It got me home.
It was great.
But it was. I got off a stop too early, and I was too because you have to press the button so the guy knows when to stop. And I was so proud of myself. I was like, all right, because she said it, but I didn't realize it was for the stop after the one that she was coming up on. So I had to walk like 2 extra blocks because I didn't want to stay on after I pressed the button. But the bus is pretty good. Did you ever ride that when you were growing up?
I'm not sure about the New York bus. I don't. Lee, I'd love to tell you yes, but no. I rode more the Jersey bus, and I took the bus from Jersey to New York and vice versa. I'm not gonna lie. I remember taking a bus like from 88th Street to 148th to my godmother's. I would just walk it.
Yeah, that's fun too.
And those days I would just walk it without weed. Straight. I was a kid, 8, 9.
Fuck.
Buy some fruit on the walk up,
Oh yeah, that's
people. This
is the first time I've had cash in a while. Because like you always, I always just was credit card for everything. But then like I had to go return stuff to Amazon, so I had to go to a UPS store. But I just walked the 30 blocks back, and it was great. Like I walked by a farmer's market. I found a farmer's market. It was just like, but you just end up stopping in places.
Did you get an apple?
I didn't.
What'd you get?
I didn't get. I was proud of myself because I didn't get the fucking brownies.
You were gonna get the apple pie, I know.
Ooh, they did have some good looking pies.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Joey Bananas? That's the farmer's market's here, king. A little Dutch apple pie. You stop grocery, get a little vanilla Haagen-Dazs. You put your feet up. You watch the Sunday game. Listen, so I didn't finish my story.
Oh, okay.
I'm very sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
So I go to this football game. I get annoyed with the lady, but she moves. We're watching the game. I'm having a good time, but it starts to get hot.
Okay.
But I'm fucking starving. So I go, let me get out of here. I wasn't in the mood to sit in a restaurant. I was too beautiful yesterday to sit inside. So I go, let me just go to Fiella's, the market by my house. Tremendous sandwiches, Lee. On semolina bread with fucking mayonnaise. I got a nice tuna sandwich, nice healthy tomato, you know what I'm saying? No cheese, a little vinegar and oil, a couple sweet peppers, nice. I fucking come home and I made a big fucking mistake.
Oh, no.
I go, let me chill for 10 minutes. I throw on, it said NFL on CBS or NFL on Fox.
Okay.
It was fucking Dallas playing Baltimore. And they were losing. Like, I don't know what the score was, but it wasn't good. And I'm sitting there, and out of nowhere, I just started getting fucking angry, Lee. Like, just fucking beat angry. Like,
At what?
I'm like, what have we done to our country? Have we painted ourselves into a fucking corner that we can't get out? How are the Dallas Cowboys losing at home for the second week in a row? On top of that, they're just losing. They just paid this quarterback $160 fucking gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
They're getting beat up. And I'm like, you know, again, for people that don't understand my logic and my thinking on that, let me tell you where my fucking thinking comes from. Ooh. My thinking, that thought almost blew me off the chair. That was a good one.
Oh.
Thank
God for Zoom.
Ooh, thank God. No, I got the new add-on that you could smell through Zoom. That's a new. You got to qualify. You got to weigh 250 pounds or send them a pair of your underwear with fucking burn marks on it. Anyway, I'm watching this, and I remember being a kid and coming home just to watch Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
No gambling, no nothing. I knew nothing about that. I did, but I wasn't. They were a fucking work of art. They were a work of art. Randy Gradishaw, just the John Stallworth, just the whole fucking offense. Billy White Shoe Johnson. It was the quarterbacks. You know, I think the guy I fell in love with was that white dude. And then came the guy with the fucking wig that's an announcer now. And Troy Aikman was great. And the guy, Troy Aikman, and the guy before that, they were just great teams. And it felt like you were an American when you watched those things. Like, this is fucking the heart of Texas. They're Cowboys. Every year they were in the something. NFC Finals, you know, NFC East champion. And now you watch this and you're like, this sucks. And I'll tell you what the sad thing is. It's acceptable.
By who? By the fans?
By everybody. We are just, and then God forbid they win next week. If they win next week, like 35 to like 18, wake up Monday morning. Are the Cowboys a Super Bowl team? They look like a Super Bowl team yesterday, Bill. They just won. And we lose our fucking minds again. And this is everything. When I watched the UFC, the guy lost 3 fights. He wins one. Oh, he's back. He's in the title contention. He just won 1 fight.
Right.
He fought a fucking tomato can. I don't even know who this guy is. And, you know, it's so crazy how we've lowered our fucking standards on everything. But the fucking football is killing me, especially Dallas. Like, that. Listen, everybody has peaks and valleys. I was growing up, Dallas didn't have any peaks and valleys, Jack.
Yeah, they were great. Is that when they became like America's team? When did that start? Do you know?
When Tom Landry was there. Tom Landry had him for I don't know how many years he was the fucking head coach. He devised the 4-3 defense, which they don't use anymore. He did so many fucking things. And he had those teams, he had them like a work of art. It was like a well-oiled fucking machine. If for anybody who doesn't believe me, look up the Cowboys in 78. And then, let me tell you, like, what bothers me is the attitude of the players.
Really?
they're losing and they're smiling and everybody's having a good time, you know. I'm from an old school, motherfucker. If you lose, I'm from the school. I better not see you out that night.
Right.
I better not see you at a club hitting on white chicks. You just fucking lost.
Take it seriously.
Take it fucking seriously, you know. Shaq. I remember Shaq at the Comedy Store after he would miss 8 free throws. And my blood pressure would boil. Like, you're at the fucking Comedy Store giggling. You know.
Right.
And I'm a little over fucking crazy, you know. But at the same time, you know, I came from such a perfectionist type of world. Like that football, the NFC East, they won every year.
Right.
It was either the Giants, Philadelphia, or fucking Dallas. Listen to that. Or the Washington Redskins. You know, they were fucking monsters. And every year they were getting bigger and bigger. The lines, I mean, it was beautiful to watch. Now I watch the Cowboys. They're in a stadium. They're fucking printing money.
Right.
Money in those stadiums. And this is what they give you. And I feel the same way about listen, when I watch the Giants, there's a metropolitan area. How the fuck are you, you know, and the Giants won this week and I saw it coming on DraftKings because DraftKings offered a 50% boost.
Oh, nice.
And they were giving 6.5. Everybody was going to bet Cleveland.
Right.
I knew the Giants would at least cover. They'd lose by 3. They ended up winning outright. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. But,
you know,
yeah.
We're just so... I hate when I have a bad show and people come up to me and say, that was a great show.
Right.
Nothing gets me hot. I'd rather you come up to me and go, Joey, you owe me $22.50.
But yeah, I don't think people have the difference I think between the Cowboys and the Patriots is people love the Cowboys. I think everyone hated the Patriots. But how do you think I feel? Like after the last 20 years, the last 4 or 5 years, whatever it's been since Tom Brady left, has felt like a bad dream. Like even
when the games look darker, it looks like a fucking ghost town now. Woo, woo, woo.
It's awful. It's awful to watch. And then, like, even I'll take Tom Brady out because the people hated the Patriots. Like, you always used to call me and be like, God, Tom Brady's the fucking best. Like,
white
but
man.
like, even I was just gonna say the best. But.
Real white men. Those are the greatest white men of all time. They took it seriously. There was no jumping up and down. You didn't see Tom Brady. Tom Brady slung dick at home, ate his fucking vitamins, made his protein powder, whatever the fuck he does, you know.
That's it.
No complaints. No DUIs. He dumped a woman that was pregnant for a hotter woman. That's a real Catholic. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do that as a Catholic, you're like, okay. And you're Irish. You know, there's just some people that are fucking animals, and I love them all. When I watch Tom Brady, I get inspired. When I watch a fucking Tom Landry used to coach, or in basketball, Dean Smith from North Carolina. Holy shit.
Right.
That guy ever talked to me, I'd stand at attention.
What about, did you ever, I don't know if you saw, but I think he just retired, Mighty Mouse. Like, he seems like one of those guys.
Mighty Mouse?
Yeah.
The fighter?
Yeah.
He's the best in the world. He's the best, and he does it all. Did you see his jiu-jitsu contest against a guy bigger than me, and he fucking tapped him?
Did he really? I didn't see that. No, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, those guys, listen, man, it's just some people take it seriously. Some people think they get a tattoo and a gold chain, and they shave their head, and then, I got a right hook.
Right.
You know, then you got GSP, who retired like a fucking savage, and every fight he showed up with something different.
Mm-hmm.
He would go to Thailand. He would go to the Bronx and fight 10 Puerto Ricans with a fucking mask on his head. He would always do gymnastics, you know, and that's what this is. It's like when we do stand-up. Somebody was talking to me about improv the other day.
Okay.
Like an improv troupe.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain to you what I think about improv, okay? It's either 6 college kids that want to be on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
They got inspired by Saturday Night Live and the lifestyle, or just guys that get out of college, young kids that get out of college and just don't know. And they get involved in it. Maybe they want to be stand-ups, but they want to see how it works, you know? I used to be a member of Improv Olympic. I spoke to you about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now you look at me and go, Joey, even though you don't like something, you don't believe in it, whatever, why would you hang out over there? Because I was learning. I took 2 sketch coursing class, like each one was 3 months apiece. And then I realized the guy that was teaching the course hasn't had a job in 92 fucking years.
Right.
You know, he's talking about like, I was on the Beverly Hillbillies in 1962. Then why are you teaching this?
Because that was the last job he had. But did you? Because I've thought about doing improv. Would you recommend it a little bit?
I took more of a sketch writing, and I took something basic.
Okay.
Basic. The guy told me, I'm giving you back the money. Don't come back.
Wow.
You're a fucking savage compared to these guys. But I had a scam in those days. This had to be way before I met you. I lived in Hollywood to 2009. I got clean in 2007. This had to be about 2008. I was going in there. And guess what I would do? Because I wasn't at the store. I would go in there on Friday night.
To the improv class?
Listen, they had a 10 o'clock comedy stand-up show.
Oh, shit.
And guess what? Every fucking agent was there watching the improv, and then they would stay for the late show. And every week I'd get a fucking card from one of them. I don't know how if anything ever transpired, but it was a lot better than hanging out at the comedy store then.
Yeah.
I would go there on Friday nights.
And at least that's crazy. And was that when you were not at the store?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I would go there and I learned a little bit. And then I think after we started the podcast, Improv Olympic closed down. I think you got the Groundlings.
Mm-hmm.
And there might be something else left. Whatever's in Chicago. Like Chicago's a big breeding ground for it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's great. I've been to the one in Chicago. It's fucking great. I think it's IU, whatever. Because I shot a movie with some guys that have an office in that building where they were at in Chicago.
Damn. There's a lot of great improv. And like I'm not gonna say I have zero interest, but like acting isn't really even on my radar. But I just feel like it would be good to learn how to like. I feel like it would help with crowd interaction, just being quicker on your feet. No.
Acting class will help you sell your material more.
Okay, acting class. Okay,
acting class will make you understand your material, and you're an actor already. If you could hold a conversation with a stand-up, but the timing of a stand-up is deadly. I've always respected that, and I'm very proud that I worked on that, especially when it comes to acting. It's too deadly for some people.
Right.
And like I told you years ago on the podcast, Harrison Ford, there were a lot of actors that would not work opposite stand-up comics because they felt it's too big. And then you go to Mitzi Shore's house, and she's training you to do 3-minute sets, which an audition is 3 minutes.
Damn. I didn't know that.
How long do you think you're in that room for? You think you're in there for a fucking hour? You're in there for a couple minutes, and you're going in there not to get the part. You're going in there to be remembered. So these are all things we'll get to later, Yeah, this is all fun fucking shit that I enjoy the fuck out of. All those years. It's like Paulie Toon put up a tune this week.
Okay.
It was the audition I had for American Family, not the new one. This is one 20 years ago for ABC, where I stripped down to my fucking thong and I was 400 pounds. I enjoyed that shit for a while more than stand-up. It was like saying an off-color joke and 2 women in the front row and they just stare into nowhere and you destroyed their central nervous system. That's my goal in comedy. Forget about laughing. Destroying their central nervous system when they walked into the wrong place at the wrong fucking time and they realized it, like those bikers in the Bronx Tale. They walked into the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong fucking savages. That's what happens.
Did you ever get in trouble at any audition for anything you did?
No. And I had some fucked up shit. Pants ripped. Fucking.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
No underwear. But listen, before we get to the balls and the underwear, I got to take a minute and talk to these savages about BetterHelp and my people at DraftKings Casino. So give me a minute, all right? I'll be back, Jack. Hey, it's Uncle Joey. I want to talk to you about something. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Back to school time can inspire you or turn over a new leaf at any age. Therapy is an amazing tool to help you grow into the person you want to be. No matter what you need help with, BetterHelp is here for you. BetterHelp offers online therapy that is super flexible, so you can do therapy whenever, wherever works for you. Chat with a therapist via phone or video call or even their messaging platform. Listen to me. When I got off the plane, when I got here 4 years ago, I didn't know what was going on with me. I contacted BetterHelp, and here I am 4 years later, looking tip-top magoo, feeling tip-top magoo, insulting people. I'm back. So getting started is easy with BetterHelp. Just fill out a quick survey, and you'll get matched with a licensed therapist who's ready to work with you. My girl worked with me for about 1.5 years. She was tremendous. I still have her number. I still do her little exercises, and here we are. So rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/Diaz to get 10% off your first month. Remember, Halloween's coming. That's all you need to think about right now. You need a little therapy before they start coming over to your house and asking you for tricky. Anyway, Uncle Joey here. If it worked for Uncle Joey, it's going to work for you. Go to BetterHelp.com/Diaz. The check-in is also brought to you by, come on now, DraftKings. No matter what's going on with your social life, there's always action at DraftKings Casino, one of my favorites. There are hundreds of games to play and hundreds of ways to win. Every day they run a special, like get 15% back off your losses, any casinos. Now they have a thing where, listen, all I know is I have a great time on the casino. I have a better time on the casino than I do with the sports book, and I do better with the casino than I do with the sports book. So try your hand at classic table games on the set or slots with fire and fan favorites like Cash Eruption. Me, I love the penny slots, the dollar slots. You know me, I'm a degenerate. But anyway, right now, DraftKings has a tremendous opportunity for you. New players can play $5 and get $50 instantly in casino credits. You could do great with those credits. Trust me. I use them all the time. Download the DraftKings Casino app and sign up with code Joey, Joey. Then press or play your favorite casino games to join the fun. DraftKings, where the crown is yours, and they're my favorites. Now, back to the check-in.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or in West Virginia, visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. 21 and over. Physically present in Connecticut, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia only. Void in Ontario. Eligibility and other restrictions apply. One offer per new casino customer. Casino credits are non-withdrawable and expire in 168 hours. Terms at casino.draftkings.com/get50. Ends October 6th, 2024.
We're back, bitches. Anyway.
Dude, speaking about sports and like being disappointed earlier before we took a break, I don't know if you did you see the story about the catcher that just got released by the Twins?
No.
He was a single-A baseball player, and he got released because, like in a game like 2 weeks ago, he was telling the batters what the pitch was going to be because he wanted to go home. He was sick of the season. And he was tipping pitches. They lost by 6 runs. They lost 6-0. And then the coaches on the other team told the other coaches. So they took him out.
That's something you would do if you wanted to make the buffet by 6:30.
I've always wondered that if they do that, because baseball season's so long. I can't believe they don't do it more.
I'll tell you what, man. If my team is like 12-80, and we got 1 week left in the season, I'll give you everything I got. Signals, bats. I'll give you the coach's home number. I'll give you the fax number. I don't want to see these motherfuckers ever again. We just went 12-80. They ain't nothing to talk about. It's like the Chicago White Sox this year. When the seasons end, you won't hear from those. They won like I don't know how many games, but they came in for me like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, aren't they about to hit the record for most losses?
Something crazy. Chicago's like fucking walking around with sunglasses on. on the South Side. They can't believe the team is that bad. But listen, you got to have peaks and valleys.
Absolutely.
That's what this is all about, Cheech. You know what I'm saying? So tomorrow you go to Winnipeg. You got they're going to raise up your fucking mushroom dosages to 3.5 grams.
Why are you colluding with Josh to raise 2 grams was enough?
You've been dicking around.
No one's been dicking around. I also haven't done it in a couple months.
Nobody's dicking around. Living at mom's house. I can't do this. I can't do that.
I'm smoking on the balcony right now.
No, you're smoking on the balcony. I'm good. Wow, you impressed me. Wait till you get back from Winnipeg, and those mushrooms will be. I'm gonna freeze the mushrooms with fucking Diddy lube. That's his shit.
And then they'll really go up the ass. Jesus Christ. I'm excited for Winnipeg. That's gonna be great.
That shit. No honey. We're eating them like.
Why can't I eat honey? What's wrong with honey?
Honey's for pussies.
But why? It tastes bad. What is it? If it's in my belly, well, who cares?
What tastes bad? So does asshole. You don't see me fucking sprinkling sprinkles on it.
First of all, I would rather eat ass than eat fucking mushrooms.
All right, then you're all right. But every once in a while, you gotta eat ass and mushroom at the same time.
Oh,
the full patois of the intestine. Anyway, what the fuck we're talking about?
Full patois of the intestine.
Sure. Why are you gonna eat her ass if you're not gonna get the full patois of the intestine? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you stick it? Oh, Jesus, I don't even want to know the answer to that question. The intestine.
No, you don't. It's like Diddy fucking the father from that show from the 80s and shit. Opening up that old ass and shit. Old fried chicken coming out of there. Fucking sweaty, big ass, bigger than mine. At least I got no ass. I got like 2 inches of ass between the asshole and the top of the cheek. There's not a lot that could cultivate in there.
You just farted and basically shit your pants. You saying your asshole doesn't smell?
I didn't shit my pants.
Yes, you did. Joe, play the tape.
I didn't shit my pants. It ricocheted off the leather chair, and it made a weird noise. It was a tremendous fart. But the reason I got that effect was because I didn't have underwear on. When I wear commando shorts, I don't wear underwear because then when I gotta pee in a rush, I gotta take my dick out of the shorts and the jeans, and that's a complete failure for an old man like myself. I got pre-piss drip.
Yeah.
So sometimes I got to hold it and just open it up and pull over and it just flies out of my dick.
But hey, you've been going commando since I've known you. And you haven't been old. Like you were like 45 when I met you, 47, 48.
What are you saying?
But then you've been going commando the whole time. So you weren't an old man back then?
No. When I wear shorts, I got to go commando. If I wear warm-ups or jeans, or with jeans, anything with pants and a belt, I have a hard time with boxer shorts.
Right.
And when I wear sweatpants, I gotta have the nice because you don't want to sweat into the fucking sweatpant with that old ball sweat.
Oh yeah.
You want to have a layer between the. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know. You were talking about.
Just sprinkle your fucking eyeballs with Manscaped, the wrinkle cleaner, and you'll be fine. The stuff that takes the wrinkles out of your nutsack. That stuff works, dog. That stuff works.
They have stuff that takes the wrinkle out of your nutsack?
Yeah, it's called like when you get the box, the full kit with the
Yeah,
trim.
I've gotten that. It's great.
Yeah, they have.
I didn't know they had ball smoothing stuff.
When you come out of the shower, you spray and it takes that elbow meat. It straightens it out. It takes the wrinkles out. And if you're an old geezer like me, you spray it in your eyeballs and it takes a little fucking circle from under your eyes out.
Oh my God. I had no idea.
Yeah, and listen, this is what this show is about. Informative, funny at points, and to the point. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. But have you? I was on the train and I was coming back, and I thank God because I know I just last week told everyone to shit myself. I didn't shit myself, but having to go on the train, like that's one thing I'm not used to in New York because there's no public bathrooms.
But they have those things in between the trains.
Oh, I saw someone pissing off the train off the tracks.
Yeah. You take your ass right there. It's flying. Listen, you don't know what life is till you shit on a rat. When you hear a rat eating and all of a sudden a piece of shit drops on them, that fucks them up completely. That fucks up that nervous system. Like,
did you shit on a rat before?
No, but I read about it.
Fuck. I can't imagine. I've seen those too. Those are freaky.
Piece of shit fall on a rat.
Probably, hopefully zero. What do you do? Who's going to shit on I don't think homeless people shit on rats.
I'm not saying that. What if a bird shits and a rat's walking by and it lands on his fucking coat, he's gonna go, I'm supposed to be the pig.
Right.
Well, I was the pig, you know what I'm saying? Who's coming on my fucking jacket here?
They must get pissed off.
You see a lot of rats in the trains, brother?
Yeah. Well, even more, I see them in the trash. That's where I see them a lot. I've seen a couple on the train, but the trash ones have been bad because on the train, you're never really sure. It's kind of dark down there. I saw them coming out of those like trash barrels that are in like the park sometime. They just came out and they like somehow opened the top and then climbed out, and there were two of them and they were big. And then I saw one in Central Park by some water. I don't know if it could swim or what it was doing, but it was by the water in Central Park, and that one was a lot.
Bro, when they're by the water, those Cuban fucking rats, they're fucking those Cuban swimmers rat. They got like frog legs in the front. I don't know what happened there, but I'm no history teacher or science teacher. But I will tell you, I've seen those. I saw a rat in 1968. I still can't take it. I can't imagine what these rats, that was what? 20, that's 32 years on the one end and 24 on the other end. That's 50 fucking 6 years ago. I saw a fucking rat in my godmother's basement. That till this day, I don't know what I saw.
What was it? What happened?
It was a fucking rat, and it was a foot long. The tail had to be as long as the rat. But when he looked at me, the look in his eyes and the lights went in his eyes, like, it fucked me up. I'm like, this rat's got green eyes. And he didn't have green eyes, but it was the way the light was hitting him from the basement.
Right.
I never went in that fucking basement again. That thing, you could hear it running away. Like it was like a fucking tiger or something. I'm like, no fucking way. I saw a roach one time in that basement.
Oh, no.
That roach was 80 years ahead of its time. It had a head. The thing was like a water bug, but it had an extended head to it. I'm like, what?
No.
Yeah, because once they come from another country and they start fucking in those basements in New York City, you don't know what's going to evolve out of there. That's how they say the fucking COVID was made in one of those laboratories. A lot of shit happens in those basements in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I looked at some basement apartments. Thank God I didn't get one of those.
Nah, they're scary in New York. You'll be in your bed and you'll wake up and a rat would already eat your finger.
What are you talking about? Why? I think I'd wake up to a rat biting my finger.
Oh, yeah. And they go,
you said he already ate it.
What?
You said he already ate it.
Ate what?
My finger.
Let's say you sleep in a basement apartment. I don't know if you know this. Rats breathe hot air on you so they can bite you. You'll wake up and you have a little skin missing and you'll go, what the fuck? Blood, and there's a rat in your room.
No.
Oh, fuck yeah. They'll bite you in your sleep. And in some of those buildings, they're so fucking old in New York.
Mm-hmm.
They come in through the toilet system. So you got to be careful when you open the fucking toilets in New York. If it's new construction, whatever, I don't even trust it because those pipes were there. The Indians put those pipes in.
Right. I'm going to have to look it up because I'm leaving. I heard like you're supposed to put stuff over your sinks and your toilet when you leave in case shit comes up. And like your shower too.
Yeah,
oh.
You might jump in the shower. There's a bear when you come back. And that. And after you eat those 7 grams of mushrooms.
So what do you mean 7 grams? I thought it was 3.
3.5, 2 nights.
We're not doing 2. He does it one night, Friday Night Late Show.
No, not this week. You're going into double training because it's 3 grams Thursday. Friday, yeah.
Oh.
We're starting the week early. You're in training again. No more of this, I got to go home. I got to work tomorrow. You're in New York now. You're in fucking New York City now, cocksucker. Strap a pair on. You're 36, you're single, you got no reason to be anywhere in the morning except your apartment when you wake up for work.
Right.
So what are we talking about here?
What do you mean what am I talking about? That's 7 grams. That's a lot of mushrooms.
You eat the mushrooms, you stay up all night, you drink some milk, and you get it right in front of the computer. How are you? And they're tripping, talking about Martians, whatever. And you just yes them to death, whack them, banging one out, whatever you do with your hands under that table. You creepy motherfucker, you.
Oh, I still can't believe that people got fired for that. Like, who would jerk? Who can't wait until a Zoom meeting's over? It'd be like you jerking off right now.
You know, like I said, we've painted ourselves into a corner in this country. Can you imagine being on the line with 3 guys and having to bang one out? That's psychological problems.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
don't
God.
ever want to see a guy banging out or a guy watching me while his shoulder's dragging and he's breathing. You know, you're not going to fucking Louis C.K. me. Do it to women, but don't do it to me. I don't give
Or don't do it to anybody. That's fucking crazy.
Listen, everybody in their life needs for somebody to fucking flash them with their dick in their hand one time, just jerking off. It changes lives. I've seen it. I've seen homeless guys in San Francisco jerk off in front of college girls.
Really?
Never the same again. I saw it one time on that fucking whatever. There was like 20 of those little basketball girls, and they were like doing some fucking thing in San Francisco in the daytime. This is 1985, G-Money.
Okay.
I saw some homeless guy just petting his pubes. Well, he's just out there like scrub-a-dub-dub. Just, he had like a men's brush.
Right.
Brushing his hair. He's like, you know what? It's sunny out. It's a nice day. I might as well brush my pube hairs. Lee, he was just out there brushing his pube hairs, looking at his dick. He was like an old guy, but he had like a 6-inch dick.
Oh, he was sticking it out and he was combing it?
He was combing the hair around it, like humming, like whistling at the same time.
Holy shit. How long did it take people to see him?
Everybody saw him, especially those girls. I was insulted until the girls saw him, and then I fucking had to laugh my ass off because he didn't give a fuck.
And they just kept playing? I feel...
Listen, 1985, listen, they didn't care if you jerked off on the street. You know, the poor girls, they're probably at home right now watching fucking Jeopardy, and they still remember that dude petting his, like pubes came up, like the 4-letter word for pubic hair. And they're like, oh my God.
How could you could never forget that?
No.
Oh my God. I can't believe you haven't told anyone. Dude, I didn't see it. He didn't have his dick out, but I was driving back once from Maine and I stopped at a rest area and I went to go pee in like the bathroom, not outside. And I walk in, this old dude is just like, imagine this is your crotch, just like patting, just staring at the urinal. And like he was there the whole, just doing this.
They got those people that put a straw in the urinal and drink a little bit out of it.
Oh, no, they don't. No, they don't.
It's called the piss martini, and it drives them crazy.
I'm gonna puke.
Listen, when you're a comic at those rest areas, when you go to the bathroom, you better have a stick in your hand or something, because you got to beat them off you. Especially and you're a chubby dude, you stop for a bag of chips and one of those vending machines for those barbecue sticks or something. That's when they come out right from the vending machine. Hi.
Oh my God, they come out from that. It's terrifying. I didn't know what you experienced that on the road?
20 years ago, I did. That's how I knew when you go in those rest areas, you mean business. You go and you're ready to kick a motherfucker because they're creepy. They're like old dudes.
They're very creepy, yeah.
They're like geeky guys. And they laid it right there in the trunk as you're walking in and jerk off to old ladies walking back and forth. It's not a nice world. We've painted ourselves into a corner, Lee.
I had no idea it was that bad.
So you're in Winnipeg this weekend.
Yeah, Winnipeg this weekend at Rumors, the 26th through the 28th. And then the 4th and the 5th of October, I'm in Wethersfield, Connecticut.
All right, we'll talk about Weatherfield next week.
Okay.
Let's just worry about Winnipeg this week.
Okay.
7 grams of mushrooms. I wish you a lot of luck. It's going to be a good weekend.
Thank you, buddy.
We up with the best fungi farm factory mushrooms money can buy. And you got to listen, worst case scenario, you got a whole new 10 minutes.
What? Why do I have to take 7 grams to get 10 minutes?
Because the 2 grams ain't doing shit for you. So
yes, it is. I have a great time and I'm alive.
Yeah, great time and I'm alive. But you don't go back to your room and get philosophical and write.
I don't want to get philosophical.
You got to take your shoes off and take a shower and walk on your carpet and then look into the moonlight and see what the fuck's going on.
I had no idea it was that serious.
Me neither. Stay black, cocksucker. I'll call you later. Love you guys. Have a great week. The check-in is brought to you by Blue Chew. Folks, Blue Chew is here to change the game on ED meds. They're not just for good great-grandpas, and you don't have to buy them at a creepy gas station. Blue Chew is an online service that sends ED meds straight to your door. They deliver the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, but at a fraction of the cost. And guess what? It's chewable. It's tremendous. They send you individual packages. You put one in your wallet, and when you bump into a victim, she's in, you're in, ba-boom. You drop that thing, and within minutes, you're back at your house making love, jumping up and down, talking about Romeo and Juliet. And listen, signing up is simple. Head to BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and you'll be approved, and you'll get your prescription in days. And guess what? Nobody knows nothing. If you live with your grandmother, don't worry about nothing. It comes in a nice package. She won't get her hands on it unless she's a little nosy little grandmother. You never know. She might be hanging off the fucking windows when you get home. Anyway, Blue Chew wants you to have confidence before you get down and get down to the ground. They want you to have confidence so you perform at your best. So do yourself a favor. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Again, that's BlueChew.com, code Diaz, D-I-A-Z, to receive your first month free. And let me tell you something. We got a special deal for you from the check-in listeners. You try Blue Chew for free with promo code Joey at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. Let Blue Chew take care of the rest. Within a week or so, you'll be jumping up and down. You'll have a smile on your face. You'll be whistling. Anyway, listen, visit BlueChew.com for more details on the safety information. And I want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show.